In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on June 9, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Chicago White Sox. The Los Angeles Dodgers and Chicago White Sox will finish up a 3-game interleague series on Thursday afternoon at Guaranteed Rate Field. Chicago took the series opener on Tuesday with a 4-0 win as a plus 115 underdog. With the team set to meet again late on Wednesday, Los Angeles still has the second best record in the National League at 30-25. While the White Sox are approaching .500 at 26-27. These teams last met in 2017, when Los Angeles took all 4 meetings with a pair of 2-game sweeps. Los Angeles is 5-1 in their last 6 road games and 22-8 in their last 30 games against the American League Central, while the under is 5-0 in their last 5 games as a road favorite. Chicago is 14-3 in their last 17 interleague games and 19-48 in their last 67 games as an underdog, while the over is 4-1 in their last 5 games following a loss. If you're looking for a game featuring 2 pitchers having the best stretch of their careers, you've come to the right place. Tyler Anderson is on a 20-inning scoreless streak, while Dylan Cease is on an 11.2-inning scoreless streak. Opponents have not scored a run against Anderson since May 16th, who has shut out the Nationals, Diamondbacks, and Mets since then. Before you say anything, I know the Nationals and Diamondbacks aren't exactly competing for a championship this season, but the Mets rank first in batting average and third in OPS since opening day, so Anderson can shut down any offense he faces. Anderson's success is no fluke, as his underlying metrics back up his excellent season thus far, and the Dodgers have won 6 of his last 7 starts. It also helps that the lefty has been even better on the road this season, as his ERA drops from 3.54 in Los Angeles to 1.64 on the road. Cease has a 3.39 ERA, and statistics say he has been getting unlucky. His 2.79 xERA indicates luck has not been on his side so far this season, and that is pretty surprising when he has a .195 xBA and a 32.5% strikeout rate. However, Cease has not performed well in Chicago this season, as his ERA rises to 4.41 through 32.2 innings. Normally, I would have no problem backing Cease due to the positive regression in his near future, but his offense is no longer trustable without Tim Anderson. Chicago ranks 21st in OPS in the last 15 days and have been one of the worst teams in baseball with runners in scoring position during that span. Anderson's scoreless inning streak might break on Thursday, but the Dodgers should still win this series finale, so the Los Angeles Dodgers money line is our full game side pick. The Dodgers are averaging 5.27 runs per game and 5.18 runs per game on the road. They averaged 3.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the White Sox, with Chicago giving up 5.44 runs per game at home. The Dodgers will hit their average in this game. The White Sox are averaging 3.66 runs per game and 3.68 runs per game at home. They averaged 3 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Dodgers. In terms of the nastiest pure stuff in the big leagues, Cease is right there with the best of the best, as he's striking out 32.5% of opposing batters while posting a 74 Fahrenheit IP-. The Dodgers have slowed down at the plate the last few days as they have faced some elite pitching. And even with all their impressive stats, a few regulars like Justin Turner and Cody Bellinger are struggling. Anderson has been going deep into games, and the Dodgers bullpen has overcome injuries to rank in the top 8 in both ERA and WAR. The Dodgers and White Sox played under the total in 5 of their last 7 games. These starting pitchers are both dealing this season, and the White Sox struggling to score, with Los Angeles giving up 2.57 runs per game on the road. The White Sox won't score enough runs to push the score. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Phillies versus Milwaukee Brewers. The Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers will wrap up their 4-game series with an afternoon tilt on Thursday in Milwaukee. The Phillies have been rolling since the dismissal of manager Joe Girardi after a 22-29 start. The Brewers have been struggling as of late and have watched their lead over St. Louis shrink in the National League Central. Thursday's pitching matchup will feature Zach Eflin of the Phils versus Brewers ace Corbin Burnes. The Phillies are 2-5 in their last 7 road games versus a right-handed starter and 7-3 in their last 10 versus the National League Central. The over is 4-0 in Phillies' last 4 in Game 3 of a series. Meanwhile, the Brewers are 5-0 in their last 5 Thursday games and 70-30 in their last 100 versus a team with a losing record. Milwaukee is 24-11 in their last 35 versus a right-handed starter. Burnes posted a loss in his last game with 5 earned on 8 hits and 2 walks in 3.2 innings. That said, Burnes had just 1 earned in his previous 13 innings during a pair of victories. As for Eflin, he's coming off 8 clean innings against the Angels but did have a rough start with 6 innings and 7 earned before that. Should be a fun starter battle regardless, and a great way to finish off the series. As well as the Phillies are playing, I can't imagine Burnes having a second straight poor performance. Look for the Brewers' power bats to bounce back in a big way against Eflin, so the Milwaukee Brewers money line is our full game side pick. Both of these teams have capable offenses, with the Phillies, in particular, boasting some formidable power threats. With that said, Corbin Burnes ranks among the top pitchers in the game and will be motivated to bounce back from a bad performance his last time out. Look for him to neutralize Phillies' offensive advantage given his massive strikeout potential. On the other side, Eflin was brilliant in his last start and is now getting a Brewer team that is ice cold at the dish, averaging 1.2 runs over their last 5 games. I fully expect an outstanding performance from Burnes and a game in which he gives the Brewers 7 innings, as he's done in 2 of his 3 starts before his outing against San Diego. The Brewers are 8-3-1 to the under in his 11 starts this season. He should be fresh and ready to go after such a short outing, so 7 innings and 100+ pitches is a reasonable assumption. As for Eflin, he has been subpar on the road in his career and specifically this season. He is 0-3 and has allowed 30 hits in 20 innings over the course of 4 starts. He has a road ERA of 8.1 thus far this season. Eflin will not likely do his part to keep the run total down, but Burnes should keep the Phils at bay to keep this one a low-scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Colorado Rockies versus San Francisco Giants. The Rockies and the Giants face off on Thursday afternoon to wrap up a 3-game series in San Francisco. The Rockies won the series opener, battling back to hold the Giants scoreless over the final 8 innings after giving up 3 runs in the first inning to win by a score of 5-3. The 2 teams played again on Wednesday night, but this preview was written before that game took place. Heading into Wednesday's action, Colorado held a 24-31 record. Not bad, all things considered, but still putting them in the basement of a tough National League West division. The Giants dipped to 29-25 after Tuesday's loss, as they struggled to regain the magic that led them to an amazing 108 wins in 2021. The Rockies are 37-77 in their last 114 road games and 8-20 in their last 28 overall. The Giants are 0-4 in their last 4 Thursday games and 2-5 in their last 7 home games. The over is 4-1 in Rockies' last 6 road games. The over is 17-8 in Giants' last 26 overall. The Rockies are 1-4 in the last 5 meetings in San Francisco and 6-20 in the last 26 meetings. The Giants' offense is significantly better than Colorado's, especially with Chris Bryant still on the injury list. The numbers may look similar on paper, but this game takes place in San Francisco, not Coors, and when you strip out the Coors effect, the Rockies are clearly a weak offensive team. The Giants would normally be at a bigger disadvantage when forced to go with a full-on bullpen game. But with Austin Gomber on the mound on the other side, the edge just isn't that big. Gomber has been a gaskin this year and has gotten absolutely rocked in his 2 most recent outings, both against teams who are not nearly as good as the Giants are offensively. Austin Gomber has been awful this season, and that includes 40 hits and 29 runs allowed in his last 31.1 innings. Logan Webb has been money at home dating back to last season, and the Giants are 8-3 this season when he pitches overall. Current Rockies hitters are batting .195 in 101 at-bats against Webb, with 27 strikeouts. I have enough faith in Gabe Kapler to give the edge to the Giants in this one. Take advantage of the chance to lay your money down on the much better team at a good price and watch the Giants' offense turn Gomber into a punching bag. So the San Francisco Giants money line is our full game side pick. The Giants are in a prime spot to damage Gomer, especially with Wilmer Flores currently on a tear, as he has destroyed left-handed pitching throughout his career, boasting a lifetime .816 OPS, .220 ISO, and 117 WRC plus against lefties. The Rockies should get plenty of runs off the Giants' bullpen as well. The Rockies are scoring runs, even in their losses. They have scored 30 runs in the 7 meetings against San Francisco entering Tuesday, averaging out well over 4 runs per game. In addition, the Giants are feasting on the Rockies' pitching, averaging 6.5 runs against the rivals this season. The Giants' bats are in a groove, scoring 27 runs in their last 4 games, and as mentioned, Gomer has been clobbered in 2 straight outings. The over is 5-1 in the 7 meetings between these rivals this season. Between Gomer's poor 2022 performance and the fact that the Giants will be patchworking this game together with a relatively weak group of bullpen arms, we should see plenty of scoring here. This one will feature a barrage of runs. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.